কিনুন 32L30 মডেলের এলইডি টিভি। আরো থাকছে বিভিন্ন সাইজের টেলিভিশনে অবিশ্বাস্য মূল্য ছাড়।
4 wickets down the Netherlands. Eychod with a critical breakthrough as the Netherlands captain Scott Edwards comes to the wicket.
And he's been in great form over the last period of international cricket. Sweeps a lot, has some other shots, has got that power which I think he's developed over the last couple of years, which has made him a dangerous cricketer.
Oh, Goldies. So good, boy.
Edwards will come out with a lot of energy, a lot of intent. Probably not a bad partner for Buslade to have in these moments.
Yeah, it complements him well, a bit like how Cooper was playing. He'll play different areas, but has developed his game and added some strengths to his game, which will be, which is needed now, and a bit of a captain's knock, as they say. But I think he's got a chance to build something here, and 160 still on the cards.
Straight away field change. 2 points becomes 2 covers, and the deep point is out, square of the wicket. Slight misfield there by Satner. Will allow Edwards to get off the mark. Edwards 2 runs now short of 500 runs in T20 International, Shane. And to be fair, Buslade also closing in on that number.
It just shows how well they've played over the last few years, these guys, and they need a big partnership here and get that 160.
Short into the wicket. Buslade will only find the single. They will end the 14th over, 104 for 4.
টিভির হট সেলে মাত্র 13,900 টাকায় কিনুন 32L30 মডেলের এলইডি টিভি। আরো থাকছে বিভিন্ন সাইজের টেলিভিশনে অবিশ্বাস্য মূল্য ছাড়।
টসে জিতে মাঠে নামছে টিম বাটারফুল।
ক্যান বাইট কমেন্ট্রি কেমন লাগলো?
বাটারফুল
ইস্পাহানি বাটারফুল বিস্কিটের স্বাদ এমন যে মুখে দিলেই বিউটিফুল থেকে ওয়ান্ডারফুল সবই মনে হয় বাটারফুল।
আপনার প্রিয় মার্সেল ফ্রিজ এখন আরো বেশি আধুনিক। মার্সেল
Beak definitely feeling it. Critical over here.
Yeah. They got it. Obviously, the Neesham experiment didn't work. He's been taken out of the attack, so I'm not sure if he'll come back. But Sodhi getting the wickets. They've gone back to plan A again with the spin through the middle.
Short and a little bit of bounce and turn, Shane.
Yeah, it looks like he might change his line a bit. The first 2 have been slower and wider of off stump because he did get pumped over mid-wicket for 6 last time he bowled the lady, so I think he's changed the tactic a bit here.
Quicker and flatter.
Have a beastie. So good, boys.
Let's have a look again what happened yesterday. Ball went out there and it was a very critical moment in the game when Scott Edwards tried to take it on, Shane.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to change that game plan. It was a pretty good shot. It was a wonderful catch, but I think that's the game plan. Just got to get it a bit more in that gap or a bit more elevation possibly. You know him well, Piers. What do you think he needs to do here to accelerate the innings?
Look, Scotty's obviously a very impressive batter, and to be fair, yesterday we also saw him hit a 6 down the ground, so he has expanded his game to just being a guy that sweeps, but he'll be sweeping this ball. Knocks as far as mid-wicket.
Should have.
Phillips working hard around the boundary, but can't do the work. You generally see a little play in Scott Edwards. You'll be able to see where that backlift goes, and that will give you a bit of an indication as to if he's looking to sweep or not. If bat stays down, it's generally looking to sweep. If that bat comes up, he's looking down the ground.
If the bowler could see that, he's doing really well, so don't give the tricks away to him too early. Has he got the reverse sweep as well?
Fuller, wider. Phillips can't get round. 4 runs to Edwards. Round of applause from the guys on the shed. There'll be 111 for 4 after 15 overs.
টিভির হট সেলে মাত্র 13,900 টাকায় কিনুন 32L30 মডেলের এলইডি টিভি। আরো থাকছে বিভিন্ন সাইজের টেলিভিশনে অবিশ্বাস্য মূল্য ছাড়।
Another day, another road, and we go. A ride with a win, moving up, we know where to begin. Wicked on the wheels, get wicked on the wheels. For the ride we go. Wicked on the wheels, get wicked on the wheels. Another day, another road, and we go.
হ্যালো গুগল, হোয়াটস দ্য ওয়েদার আপডেট?
Showing today's weather update.
আকর্ষণীয় সব ফিচারের পাশাপাশি মার্সেল টিভিতে পাচ্ছেন 5 বছরের প্যানেল গ্যারান্টি। মার্সেল স্মার্ট টিভি।
There, so the more mid-wicket area is open, and he's just changed his direction to hit that sweep from yesterday.
Nicely bowled there by Sodi. Quite straight. Work done there by Gupta, only one.
Yeah, I think he's got to keep playing these strengths, Edwards, and he's got a great sweep. And there's only one man patrolling a big area out there, so he's just got to pick his target, backward square, forward a square. So if he can go mid-wicket, bit of a more of a slog sweep like he did last time, that's the shot.
Nudge for one behind point. That's that change of field, isn't it? Shane, that's that difference between having the two covers and the 2 points.
Yeah, opens up that easy push, use the spin and pace for an easy single now side. He gives the lady on strike, and he might look to go over cover as Cooper did last time. I think that could be the shot as well here, because he's hitting on the leg side into a big breeze. Or they might just target the other end and hit with the breeze, might even be the better option and get through this over.
Knocked down the ground. Edwards looking to push the long on fielder. Only the one. As we hear the clock strike 6, Shane. Bells go off. Is it go time for the Dutch?
I think next over is, yes, hitting with a breeze. I reckon they've got to have one big over of 14, 15 plus to get a big total here.
Chopped away behind point by Edwards.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to get through this over with a 6, run a ball, maybe get a 2 on the leg side and then target hitting down breeze. You see Tickner warming up here, so he might have to come on, do a job and bash it in the length into the breeze uphill.
Both seamers, frontline seamers, still have 2 overs left each. Edwards. Great hand there by Sodi. Saved a certain 4. Off delayed it.
He's been good over this. This is what the New Zealanders wanted. Stop the flow of runs, which has been flowing from the Dutch bat.
Critical final delivery in this over. Very nicely bowled. Edwards pushing hard for 2. He'll get him quite comfortably. 2 of the quicker runners in this Netherlands side. After 16, the Dutch 117 for 4.
টিভির হট সেলে মাত্র 13,900 টাকায় কিনুন 32L30 মডেলের এলইডি টিভি। আরো থাকছে বিভিন্ন সাইজের টেলিভিশনে অবিশ্বাস্য মূল্য ছাড়।
Another day, another road, and we go. A ride with a win, moving up, we know where to begin. Wicked on the wheels, get wicked on the wheels. For the ride we go. Wicked on the wheels, get wicked on the wheels. Another day, another road, and we go.
ওয়ালটন টিভির হট সেলে মাত্র 13,900 টাকায় কিনুন 32L30 মডেলের এলইডি টিভি। আরো থাকছে বিভিন্ন সাইজের টেলিভিশনে অবিশ্বাস্য মূল্য ছাড়।
This is the end where you can really target because you're hitting with the big breeze over the mid-wicket region. So this will be basically make or break for both sides. If he bowls well uphill into the breeze, well, it's a big chance for Kiwi win. But the Dutch need to target him. He's been their best bowler, so the contest is now at this end.
Sun's out. Bears in full flow. Everyone seems very happy. I tell you what, very, very full ground today as Edwards takes strike. Slow ball to start from Tickner. But Shane, a lot of people on the ground. We talked about Friday night cricket. I think it's a thing that we need to try and keep pushing in the Netherlands.
Yeah, definitely to promote the game. The Hague has a pretty good following for cricket, and this is definitely the best ground in The Hague after HBS. So it's a great atmosphere down here, and more cricket on a Friday night would be great.
No bias on that one, Shane. Edwards looking to push for 2. Phillips won't allow that again. He's been an absolute dynamo out there at deep mid-wicket.
Yeah, I think Edwards was trying to just get off strike, and the lady's going to have a big crack at him here and try to launch some bombs our way, hopefully in the commentary box over Long On's head.
Tickner bowling with a strong breeze to the leg side, so the batters will be looking to go that side of the game.
Hopefully in the commentary box over Long On's head. Yeah, well bowled again. It's been impressive.
Strong breeze to the leg side, so the batters will be looking to go that side of the game.
Hopefully in the commentary box over
kryptonite to him, I think,
Long On's head. But they've got to target him. I think it's been impressive.
Strong breeze to the leg side, so the very possible. He's a very strong player.
In the commentary box
over kryptonite to him. We see that there is a signal coming from the wicketkeeper to push the fine leg back. You're going to keep the field the same. And there he goes inside the line. You called for it, Shane Dietz. That's run all the way for 4. Beautiful innovation again.
Yeah, what a shot. Just stepped inside, got underneath it and hoiked it over that short fine leg's head, who's now going back. So that was the ploy, that was the game plan. And he had to try it while he had that fine leg up, and that's his shot, and he's executed it beautifully.
The ability for Edwards to get deep and back and across outside of stump inside the line, giving him the space to get those hands through the ball.
Yeah, impressive shot there, and gutsy too of the speed of the ball.
Mid-off up now, fine leg back. And stay down. A little bit of inconsistency.
Well, that's encouraging for the Dutch bowlers. If they can hit that heavy length, it could be a bit of inconsistency as the pitch wears after 2 days of cricket. But it's been a great wicket from Tom de Groot and his ground staff here at Bullberg Cricket Club. They put on a great performance for the great performance for the crowd to watch.
Big ball again in this over. Knocked away just as far as East Sodi. They'll look to run on him. Scott Edwards very, very sharp in between the wickets. 2 runs to finish the 17th over. 125 for 4.
Freezer, your best cooling partner.
You've made an absolutely great point there, Shane. The field here at Bullberg is absolutely stupendous, isn't it?
It's looking an absolute picture.
2 jokesters on the sideline there. Knocked as far as Long On. Great work from Mitchell Santner there at mid-off. He's made a ton of ground there, Shane.
I was looking at Long On coming in to get that for the 2. I didn't see him sprinting across there from mid-off. That's great anticipation and great fielding from Santner there.
But the ground, Shane, looks magnificent. Tom de Groot and his staff have done an absolutely magnificent job to get the outfield as quick as it has, and this wicket, new hybrid wicket, first time it's been used.
Yeah. There's always a bit of a concern, I guess, for the full nations when they come to the associate countries. What kind of pitch will they get? What kind of ground they get? And this year has been fantastic performances in national cricket. England making a big score in Amsterdam at VRA, and here today we're putting on some great pitches of international world-class standards. So more international cricket to the Netherlands, please, particularly the girls.
We'll come on to them very shortly, Shane.
Yeah, sorry.
Delayed it. Trying to open up the offside, only as far as the extra cover where Daryl Mitchell does the clean-up work. On that, Shane, your under-19 women are playing next week. Helmeen is in charge of that. Opportunity to qualify for a World Cup.
Yeah, they've got a World Cup qualifiers next week. It's Kampong in Utrecht, 3-match series against Scotland, and winner is straight to the under-19 World Cup in South Africa. So The girls have worked really hard for a long time under Helmeen's tutelage, and it's going to be a great week next week at Kampong.
Very exciting opportunity. Slower into the wicket from Sears. Very good skills. Young man in terms of age, but very, very skillful.
Yeah, he's bowled well here. Obviously, Tickner, the more experienced, probably go-to man. He's got to back him up with bowling type. He's got the better end to bowl from, obviously, but he's done the job here. The fine leg back. The scoop is not on for Edwards, so he's got to try to go probably over mid-off or square leg, possibly get inside it and have a pull shot over there in front of square, just.
Oh, yeah.
Better kick off the wicket again there. It's really starting to show that little bit of inconsistency, Shane.
Yeah, see Edwards gesturing about the extra bounce. But yeah, so that's good signs for the Dutch guys, though. They've got a bit of pace in their ranks as well, so that's a chance, but I still think they're targeting 160 and they'll be happy with that.
Final ball of this 18th over. Edwards looking to find a boundary. Can't find one. After 18, 128 for 4.
Everybody good? No!
এখন ফান হবে বেশি আরো খোলা আছি মঙ্গলবারও প্লিজ কাম এন্ড জয়েন টগি ফান ওয়ার্ল্ড at বসুন্ধরা সিটি and feel the thrill.
Hello Google, what's the weather update?
Showing today's weather update.
আকর্ষণীয় সব
Go time for the Dutch.
Yeah, this-
Later, looking to take that one through the leg side.
Yeah, this is a big over, isn't it? They got away with a dot there. As you say, again, the batsman gesturing that it's just done a little bit off the surface. And they need to try to get that big over of about 14 here would be perfect. So he's got to go now, and I think he's looking over this long on boundary towards us, mate.
Yep, the wind definitely favouring the leg side shots here. For the second ball of the over.
Right ball.
Delator did move across there. Did he move far enough for that to be wide? A very discretionary wide, I'd say.
I want to look at the replay, but I think he might have got away one there, Delady. No, I think still a wide. Good call for the umpire.
Rizwan Akram, very, very skilled umpire. Probably the best umpire we've got in the country at the moment. Tickner trying to keep it outside Delator's arc. I can hear the cry of anguish from Delator. Really wanted to get hold of that one.
And in English too. So what's Edwards here? Did the scoop before, but mid-on's gone back and mid-off is coming up, so he's going to have to try to hit one over mid-off. He's just gesturing that he's going to try that this ball, give himself a bit of room, I think. He's gone offside and tried to go leg side and missed out. And Tickner's winning this battle in this big important over.
Yeah, the Dutch just faltering a little bit. They've kept the wickets in hand. They're 4 down going into these last 9 deliveries. Got to look for 20 of these last 9, Shane.
Yeah, they have to. It's not easy though. Trying to hit 20 of this few balls, but they need a boundary. It's probably 2 boundaries to finish this over out.
Camera's on.
Pitched up, flicked behind square. Allen does a very good job. Fires it. These New Zealanders, unbelievable arms on from the deep.
Yeah, and it's great to see in the modern game. The fielding's just out of this world compared to the old days, and it's just actually good to come and watch fielding and put that display on. No matter the batting and bowling, the fielding's and athleticism is great to watch and be admired.
Delator giving a bit of room. Brings this Dutch crowd to life as that's pumped away for 4 over extra cover.
What a shot that was. Bring up his 52.
Buster Delator, his second consecutive 50 in this series. He's batted superbly, Shane.
Yeah, taking the responsibility for the team to dominate the innings and put everything on his shoulders to be the man out in the middle, and he's done it again 2 days in a row at his home ground. But that was the area mid-off up. Well, not for him. Over cover, what a shot. Needs one more boundary here.
44 balls for that 50 for Delader. Not given wide by umpire Rizwan Akram. That will end the end of the 19th over. 135 for 4.
টিভির হট সেলে মাত্র 13,900 টাকায় কিনুন 32L30 মডেলের এলইডি টিভি। আরো থাকছে বিভিন্ন সাইজের টেলিভিশনে অবিশ্বাস্য মূল্য ছাড়।
এই তোদের মনে আছে ছোটবেলায় বাড়ি করে সবাই একসঙ্গে থাকার স্বপ্ন দেখতাম?
স্বপ্ন? একসাথে জমি কিনে বাড়ি করার ঝামেলা জানিস?
কে বলেছে? সম্পূর্ণ রেডি প্লট, চাইলে এখনই সবাই কিনতে পারি। কি বললি? চল চল তোদের দেখিয়ে নিয়ে আসি।
বিশ্বমানের নাগরিক সুবিধা সম্পন্ন বসুন্ধরা রেসিডেন্সিয়াল এরিয়ায় এখন আপনি চাইলেই পাচ্ছেন যৌথভাবে প্লট কেনার সুযোগ। তাই দেরি না করে আজই চলে আসুন পুরনো বন্ধুত্বের নতুন।
To bowl it. Pitched up. Only as far as mid-off. And 137 now.
Yeah, the Kiwi bowlers have closed this out pretty well so far with 5 balls to go. That's been a fantastic effort. After yesterday, both teams scoring 50 in the last 5 overs. There's been a tremendous effort from Tickner and Sears here. They've probably pulled the Kiwis back into a winning position where the Dutch had a chance to really accelerate in this last 4 overs.
Delader backs off. Comes off the thighs. Going to look for 2. No. Settles for 1. The Dutch just haven't been able to get that firepower in those last 5 overs like they did yesterday, Shane.
Yeah, it's a shame because I really wanted to see a big total and put the Kiwis under pressure early. You know, they must feel a bit nervous when you come play the Associate Nations. You don't want to lose to them for sure. But there's still a pretty good total on here, and early wickets can really put a cat amongst the pigeons and make it a tough run chase for the Kiwis. They've got to finish well here in these last few balls.
Edwards improvises, and it goes all the way over the tents, all the way for 6.
Well, it is now in the coaching manual, that shot, thank God. But in the old days it wasn't, but what a shot that was. Hitting with the breeze, pulled out his strengths and used the pace, and what a shot that was. What execution.
Set himself early enough for it. You could see that bat stay on the floor. You knew something was coming. It had to give. 143 for 4 now in this final over. Length only as far as he can cover. Edwards will be disappointed with that.
Yeah, I reckon he could have. Probably going to be a slow ball anyway. I reckon he could have just kept going again and got it a bit finer over the keeper and used the slow ball and tapped it over the keeper. But Delay's on strike now, so he's a chance to hit a couple of boundaries and we can get over 150. That would be a great effort. Would have taken that at the start of the day, I think.
Expect Bustler to go deep in this crease here.
Need to push 2 here, and yes, they'll get that.
Guptill at the far end. Very good fielder. Doesn't stop 2.
That's good running. If you can finish off with a boundary, it's a bit of momentum to come in for the change of innings, and they can take that momentum out with the ball and get an early wicket. It's really set up for a great afternoon's cricket here.
1 ball remaining in this innings. Can the Dutch find a boundary, get to that 150, that little psychological barrier, Shane?
Yeah, definitely, and say take that momentum into the bowling innings.
Short. Off speed.
Well bowled.
Very well bowled to finish the innings. Sears has bowled an excellent last over there. Just the 1-6 off it. The Dutch finished 147 for 4 after their 20. Shane Deitch, your thoughts?
Yeah, they closed it out well there, the Kiwi bowlers. But I think at the start of the innings, Dutch guys would have taken that. It's probably not quite what they could have got, but they've got a competitive total. And if they bowl well, field well, take their chances, they're definitely in this contest. And they've got to learn from how those guys bowled at the end there. The off-speed into the pitch ball was really key at the end. And the spinners bowled brilliantly yesterday. So I think there's a little bit in the pitch for them here. If they can really be consistent, they've got a big chance to win this.
Completely agree, Shane. score that's very competitive. New Zealand made 148 for 7, batting first yesterday. The Dutch 147 for 4 today. Let's find out in about 15 minutes or so from now what the Kiwis can do in reply.
খাতে পছন্দের শীর্ষে বসুন্ধরা হাউজিং। এই হাউজিং এর উল্লেখযোগ্য প্রজেক্ট হল বসুন্ধরা আবাসিক প্রকল্প। রাজুক অনুমোদিত বাংলাদেশের সর্বপ্রথম ও সর্ববৃহৎ এই প্রকল্পই হতে পারে আপনার সেরা বিনিয়োগ। ঢাকা শহরের প্রাণকেন্দ্রে আপনি পাচ্ছেন নির্মল সবুজে ঘেরা এবং যোগাযোগ ব্যবস্থায় অনন্য এক স্থান। এর পশ্চিমে বারিধারা ডিপ্লোম্যাটিক জোন, হজরত শাহজালাল আন্তর্জাতিক বিমানবন্দর, কুড়িল ফ্লাইওভার, প্রগতি সরণি, উত্তরে রাজুক পূর্বাচল ৩০০ ফিট মহাসড়ক, দক্ষিণে ১২০ ফুট মাদানী অ্যাভিনিউ, পূর্বে বালু নদী ও জলসিঁড়ি আবাসন প্রকল্প। এখানে যানজট নিরসনে গড়ে তোলা হয়েছে অনন্য সড়ক নেটওয়ার্ক। প্রতিটি প্লটের সাথে আছে প্রশস্ত রাস্তা, নেই কোনো যানজট। বসুন্ধরা আবাসিক প্রকল্পের উল্লেখযোগ্য সড়কগুলো হল: জি থেকে ই ব্লকের সাথে আছে ১০০ ফুট প্রশস্ত সড়ক, ডি, এফ ও জি ব্লকের সাথে আছে ৬০ ফুট প্রশস্ত সড়ক, এইচ ও আই ব্লকের মাঝে ৮০ ফুট প্রশস্ত দুটি সড়ক, আই এক্সটেনশন ব্লকের মাঝে ১০০ ফুট প্রশস্ত সড়ক, এল ব্লকের মাঝে ১৩০ ফুট প্রশস্ত সড়ক, এম ও এন ব্লকের মাঝে আছে ২০০ ফুট প্রশস্ত সড়ক, ব্লক পি সংলগ্ন ২০০ ফুট প্রশস্ত সড়ক। এছাড়াও প্রকল্পের ৩ দিকে থাকছে ৬টি মেট্রো রেল স্টেশন। দক্ষিণে মাদানী অ্যাভিনিউতে ভাটারা স্টেশন, পশ্চিমে প্রগতি সরণি ধরে নতুন বাজার সংলগ্ন নতুন বাজার স্টেশন ও নদ্দা স্টেশন, উত্তরে রাজুক পূর্বাচল ৩০০ ফুট মহাসড়কের পাশে বসুন্ধরা স্টেশন, পুলিশ অফিসার্স হাউজিং স্টেশন ও মাস্তুল স্টেশন। দারুণ যোগাযোগ সুবিধায় আপনার স্বাচ্ছন্দ্যের নাগরিক জীবন হবে বসুন্ধরায়। আবাসন খাতে আস্থার নাম বসুন্ধরা।
এই জানুয়ারি থেকে কবে হলো ডিসেম্বর, সময় ভাগে কথার আগে। ছুটির দিনে বাইরে খাওয়া আর সিনেমায় যাওয়া, এছাড়া বলো আর কি আছে? আর কত ঘরে বসে বসে পারবো গোড়ার ডিম। সামটাইমস মনে হয় আমরা সবাই হাট্টি মাটিম টিম, যারা মাঠে পারে ডিম কিন্তু মাঠে গজায় বিল্ডিং। কাটাতে ভালো সময় কি আছে বলো আশেপাশে?